Officers and top government officials are on the OLKALOU by-election campaign trail and on a bribery spree. Indeed, the government officials are actually more than the voters in OLKALOU. Helicopters are almost causing accidents in the air. We need to establish a traffic department to control traffic in the air because of the helicopters in OLKALOU. The number of fuel guzzlers in OLKALOU. All hotels are full. There is no accommodation facility in OLKALOU because of the government presence. And they are all doing bribery during daylight and at night. Miraculously and curiously, the government of Kenya's development agenda has crystallized in one constituency at the same time. And we have seen the issues of government tokens, including mattresses, gas cylinders, cash handouts, water pipes, purchase of IDs, police intimidation, violence. In fact, even a train has been given to the people of OLKALOU, and 2 days ago they even have received boats in a dam where there is no fish or fingerlings. The chairman of IBC, Mr. Erastus Ethekon, has remained silent when William Ruto has used over 1 billion Kenya shillings in cash in bribes and put 10 billion shillings of taxpayers' funds through his agents to bribe voters until the election in favor of the UDA candidate. After all these schemes have failed and the government polling machinery have reported that the UDA party candidate is performing dismally, IBC gets instructions and through their chairman, Mr. Erastus Ethekon, threatens to postpone or cancel the elections. And we are asking Mr. Ethekon, where were you? This bribery has gone on for the last 2 months. Why didn't you stop it? There is no violence in OLKALOU. Violence was in Malava, you never stopped it. Violence was in Narok, you never stopped it. In Kaspul, Kabondo, people were killed, you didn't stop the election. You are now being used by William Ruto to postpone the election because he knows he faces a humiliating defeat next week. Please, Mr. Ethekon, treat the people of Kenya with some bit of intelligence. Where have you been? Do you live in this country? Bribery by state officials is documented every day. And then you come up yesterday to cry. You are crying to Kenyans to do what? You are the one in charge of IBC. You are the one who is supposed to stop bribery by state officials. Or you are saying all you can do, you are helpless, they stop the election. Oh, there is violence. Which violence? By the state. Ask the IG to stop violence. The people of OLKALOU are peaceful. You know, IBC is clearly biased. The Honorable Wajiko Muhia, the MP for Kipipiri, gave a caution that IDs are being bought by UDA for the purposes of giving them to outsiders to come and vote, and asked the people of OLKALOU not to allow outsiders to come and vote in OLKALOU. And IBC hastily summoned her and tried her in her absence and without her lawyers. Yet, UDA has been bribing people openly. You have never raised a finger. Instead of summoning them, you want to stop the election. Give us a break. The following state officers and government officials have openly been involved in electoral campaigns and malpractice in OLKALOU, among others. The Honorable Alice Wahome, Cabinet Secretary for Lands, Public Works and Housing and Urban Development. William Kabogo, Cabinet Secretary for Information, Communications and Digital Economy. Davis Chirchil, Cabinet Secretary for Roads and Transport. Rebecca Miano has actually left her office. She has put up an office in OLKALOU. She even tried to summon the ACK Church for a seminar on tourism to bribe them to campaign for the UDA candidate. And the ACK parish minister stood her off. She had called them for a seminar in Naivasha. I don't know what ACK church officials have to do with the tourism in Kenya. She has left her office. She is actually working from OLKALOU. Nixon Coril, the Principal Secretary, State Department of Lands. Patrick Mariru, Principal Secretary, State Department for Defense. Alex Wachira, Very notorious. He has even removed the transformers from Bere and taken them to OLKALOU. The transformers he took to Bere during the Bere by-election, he has now removed them and taken them to OLKALOU. Joseph Bogwa, the Principal Secretary for State Department for Roads. All roads in Nyandarua, in all the neighboring constituencies, have stalled. But in OLKALOU, he is there launching roads. Mary Mudhoni, the Principal State Secretary for Public Health, she was having, with Aden Duale, a medical camp and demanding IDs before people are treated. I don't know what an identity card would inform when you are treating somebody. I thought they are supposed to take their blood pressure, their temperature, and their sugar levels. But instead of doing that, finding out what is their BP, what's their sugar levels, what is their temperature, instead they are taking the ID, which means the whole thing was a fake. They just wanted to take IDs from the gullible people of OLKALOU. Anan Wangombe, the Principal Secretary for State Department for Gender. Mr. Philip Mainga, the Managing Director of Kenya Rails Corporation. He brought a fake train in OLKALOU after 45 years absence, you know, and it knocked a few vehicles because there are no signs anywhere. You know, I'm asking the people of OLKALOU to avoid that train. It's a disaster in the making. Charles Karondo, the chairman of the Communication Authority, he has come to OLKALOU for 3 months. He's the one actually doing voter bribery at night. You know, when he's not in OLKALOU, he's in Keharu, where he's been the sponsor to oppose Dende Nyoro. He's the one actually mapping all the homes for voter bribery. Mr. Ethokon, before you can threaten to cancel the election because of voter bribery, can you summon these state officers and pull them out of OLKALOU and let the law take its course? Don't be a crybaby. Why are you crying about voter bribery when the culprits are known and the law is in place? What are you telling the people of Kenya? You are crying to Kenyans to do what? You are the one who is supposed to take action against these people. Then you are shouting, oh, this election I can cancel, there is too much voter bribery, oh, there could be violence. You are the one charged with the responsibility of managing elections in Kenya, not the Kenyan people. What do you want the people of OLKALOU to do? I just wonder, yesterday, the fake deputy president and leader of majority Kimani Ichung'wah summoned deputy county commissioners in Gilgil and told them to create an infrastructure today to meet chiefs and assistant chiefs who shall be given money for bribery on Sunday night and election night to go and bribe people in every house. So the chiefs and the assistant chiefs will be meeting Kindiki and Ichung'wah today. And Ichung'wah did tell them that they are in charge of IBC. In fact, Ichung'wah went ahead to tell the government officials that they have bought a house in Karen for Mr. Ethokon at 80 million. Ethokon did not have a house in Nairobi, he was living in Turkana. I want to challenge the chairman of IBC to confirm whether he has moved to Karen and how did he purchase this house. He has been in office for a year. His income is not sufficient to buy a house for 80 million. Is it true what Ichung'wah is saying, that the government has bought you a house in Karen so that you can bangle the 2027 general election? And Ichung'wah told the officers that they have instructed Ethokon to make sure that the UDA candidate is announced the winner, even if he loses, even if people die. When did you move to Karen? You came from Turkana. And threatening them, offering them money to bangle the election. And those who refuse, he is intimidating them. That he has instructions to make from William Ruto to make sure the election is won. And he is telling them that if they don't help government, they'll face government wrath. I want to thank the returning officer and all presiding officers in OLKALOU. So far, they have been very firm. Please don't be intimidated. Kionjore, Ichung'wah, Kindiki, Ruto will take you nowhere. Live up to the oath you have taken to conduct free and fair election in OLKALOU. I want to say, Bwana Ethokon, do the right thing. Don't try to postpone this election. Make sure there is no violence. Talk to the IG to make a public statement that goons will not be allowed into OLKALOU. Because if there are no goons the election will be peaceful. The people of OLKALOU are extremely peaceful and they don't want violence. During the 25th commemoration of Gen Z protests, we saw police deployment in the city. How come they cannot secure a simple constituency in OLKALOU from goons, to the extent that the IBC chair is crying that he needs to postpone elections because of anticipated violence? We are asking IBC to discuss with the IG that plainclothes police officers are not deployed in OLKALOU because they are the ones who cause violence. They are the ones who cause violence in Bere. Plainclothes police officers are the ones who cause violence in Narok. They are the ones who are causing violence in OLKALOU. They are the ones that Eric Wamumbi and Betty Mine planning to cause violence in OLKALOU. We want the IG to deploy only uniformed police officers in OLKALOU, so that if they cause violence, people can notice, they can take photographs and videos. We are asking plainclothes police officers to be kept off OLKALOU. We are asking the IG to make a public statement that goons from Nairobi, being organized by Moses Kuria, and others will not be allowed into OLKALOU. And if goons are kept off OLKALOU, we'll have a very peaceful election, because the people of OLKALOU are peaceful people. I want to add there by saying that there was a meeting on 9th July by the County Security and Intelligence Committee with all the candidates to discuss security. This meeting was postponed indefinitely. We want to know why. Again, 80% of all police officers from OLKALOU and Nyandarua have been transferred out of the county and new ones brought. Why? Again, we want to find out why has IBC decided to shut down the voters register before the OLKALOU by-elections. Is it to facilitate people who are not registered to vote? We want the IBC chair to clarify why. They are saying that they are doing some checkup, some checking and updating, but why specifically before OLKALOU? So we are saying, Mr. Ethekon, before you threaten to postpone peaceful election, please do your job. Guarantee security. Guarantee fairness. Don't be a crybaby. You are in charge. And the people of Kenya are asking a question. If IBC is afraid of conducting elections in one constituency because of purported anticipated violence, what if there is violence next year? Will they postpone the general election? We are saying, are you telling the people of Kenya that you have no capacity to manage a by-election in one constituency in Kenya? If you have no capacity to manage a by-election in Kenya, can Kenyans trust you to manage the general election? From where I sit, I think it's a scheme by William Ruto and IBC to postpone OLKALOU by-election on grounds of anticipated violence, to set the stage to postpone the general election next year on the same grounds. Because what the state is doing this weekend, that's why police officers are there in plainclothes. They want to cause violence, they want to cause mayhem, and then at the corner on Monday can postpone the general, the by-election. I want to tell the IBC, if you postpone this by-election, you have lost credibility completely. You will never recover. And you will have no more authority to tell the people of Kenya that they can trust you to conduct the general election. I am persuaded, and I think I'm right. This is a scheme by William Ruto, knowing he's in trouble from Kenya and he'll be voted out next year, to use OLKALOU by-election as a precedence where they postpone the by-election on account of perceived unanticipated violence, and then next year the government can cause violence across the whole country, and then the IBC commissioners can say, just like we did in OLKALOU, we are postponing the general election, and then William Ruto can continue being in office against the Constitution. And I want to say, if the IBC commissioners call off the OLKALOU by-election, then they have lost the moral authority to purport that they have the capacity to conduct next year's general election, and they must therefore resign from office on the grounds of incapacity and incompetence. And that is what will happen. And we'll ask the people of Kenya to demand that they must leave office. This is a very simple by-election. What is this? That you cannot organize good security around one constituency. That you cannot deal with rogue ministers and PSs in one constituency. How can you come and tell us that you can manage a general election if already you are developing cold feet? But they are not developing cold feet. They have been told to postpone OLKALOU. And for William Ruto, let me also tell you, my brother, because I was your friend once, those people you are giving money to campaign on OLKALOU want this election postponed because they want more money from you. They are saying if this election is over, they are not likely to get any more money from you. So they are also causing problems in OLKALOU, Akina Kionjore and others, like in Faith the Town, because they are saying you have been giving them too much money, 15 million shillings every day. They are saying they need that money to continue. So they would like the thing to be postponed for another time so that they can continue having money. Finally, I want to call for peaceful by-election in OLKALOU. The OLKALOU by-election for DCP is a local affair. We have left it to Senator Metho and Jiko Muhea and the local people to do their politics. And I want to tell my brother Irungu Kangata, I heard him saying that he wants to come with the Damonanchi to OLKALOU. We don't need you there for DCP unless you are coming to campaign for another party. If you want to come and campaign for UDA, please go ahead. If you want to come and campaign for Jubilee, go ahead, or any other party. But DCP, ours is a local campaign. We don't want confusion in OLKALOU. The campaign has gone on for 3 months. Irungu Kangata has never been in OLKALOU. He does not understand OLKALOU. He doesn't understand the issues. He doesn't understand the narrative. He cannot come and bring Leader Mwananchi there to campaign the last day without knowing what the issues are and how the campaign is being done. That campaign has been going on for 2 months, led by Senator John Metho and others. You have not even talked to John Metho. How do you say you are coming to campaign for a candidate? You don't even know him. You have never seen him. You don't know the area. You don't know what is happening. For DCP, we have a local campaign. Even the principals of the United Alternative Government have requested them to let the people of OLKALOU do their own campaign. It's a local campaign with the local issues, and we would like it to remain that way. That is what I have told Senator of Muranga to tell Irungu Kangata. As let OLKALOU. It's not necessary. Let him leave the people of OLKALOU to do their own campaign and deal with their issues the way they know how. I am on standby myself. I have not been to OLKALOU because it's not necessary. The campaign is going on very well. But if the team leader, Senator John Metho, requests my presence in OLKALOU, I'll be available. That request has not come. And I'm happy with what is going on. And it's going on so well that William Ruto wants the election postponed because he has spent money and people are not moving. 1 billion shillings. There is no change in OLKALOU. So if you guys are going there to cover the by-election, make sure you carry change, otherwise you lose your money. The only currency in circulation is 1,000. So if you want tea, you must pay with 1,000, there is no change. So I'm just giving you free advice in case you are deployed in OLKALOU. Please, there's too much money and 1,000 shillings note, and you are likely to lose your money. So if we have mtu ya chai, chukua cheji ya 100. Si ndio? Na hakuna hoteli ya kukaa, you know where to stay. All the places are full. And also be careful. When you go there, take care. The Twilight girls have also gone to OLKALOU. You know what they do during the T-bonus. You know the T-bonus. They normally move where the T-bonus is. The bonus of this year is OLKALOU. All the Twilight girls from Nairobi, from Mombasa, they are in OLKALOU. If I go there myself, I'll also be very careful. I don't want to get in trouble with the Reverend Doctors. Yeah? So mkienda huko pia mjue iko namna hiyo. That is the atmosphere in OLKALOU. Nimeona nisaidie nyinyi kwa sababu ni marafiki yangu, msiende kupata shida huko. Si ndio? Yeah. And also OLKALOU is a good opportunity for many fellows who have run away from their homes on escapades. Wanasema tumeenda Kalou, wamechukua magafre, wameenda kuishi huko. So iko mambo mingi sana yanaendelea OLKALOU. Ndio watu wameniambia tunataka hii uchaguzi ishe turudi kwa mashamba. People have abandoned their farms. The twilight girls need to go back to Mombasa and Nairobi. We want to conclude this election so that people can go back to their farms. The twilight girls can go back to where they have come from. Or the people who have run away from their homes can go back to their wives. Yeah? And also we can get normal currency so that we restore the dignity of the economy. Otherwise, the money has stifled the economy of OLKALOU. It's just too much confusion, in the economy of OLKALOU. And it is not sustainable. So we may have shock therapy, which we don't want in OLKALOU. After the election is gone, there will be shock because of absence of money. I think I've said what I needed to say. Oswari Gachane?
Yes, there was a time the method of alternative government saying that official communication that you are to be one of the candidates. What happened?
Well, we agreed that in OLKALOU there are no issues really. Those issues occur in cities like Nairobi, Mombasa, where friendly fire can be injurious to the coalition. In OLKALOU is a straight fight between DCP and UDA. Period. The rest we are not both agreed. It's a straight fight between DCP and UDA. And the others is friendly fire. huko mbele ujue vile utajipanga na sisi tujipange huko mbele. Yeah. Asante sana. Thank you. Last one.
Last question, Chris Owino from Movie TV. Do you think that this OLKALOU by-election is going to be the marking sum in how 2027 will play out in Kenya politics?
I don't think so. The outcome of OLKALOU is irrelevant to the mountain. The mountain has moved on. The mountain people are very interesting people. When they make a decision, they don't look back. OLKALOU has no significance whatsoever in whatever manner of what will happen in 2027. What will happen in 2027 in the mountain has already been decided. What is happening is a simple by-election.